Hey, we're going to do Veteran Difficulty Iron Man Hungary playthrough with the goal of just having fun and then losing. We're not trying to show off how to win with Hungary. I've played, this will be the 16th time playing through as Hungary. The best I've ever done is to take about half of Poland, all of Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Czechoslovakia, and Austria, and then I was holding the Russian border because they attacked me if you take Romania, the Russians will attack you. I don't know that there's any way to stop them from doing that. And if you take more than two nations, the Allies will attack you. So I was at war with the Allies and Russia, and then Greece joined the Allies, and I didn't have any troops on the Grecian border, so they just kind of pushed up and uh, I tried to pull troops to go defend them, and then Russia pushed in and took my capital, and it was very sad. So I've never won. I've never gotten close to winning, but I have taken lots of land, and it's fun. I highly recommend it. You should totally try this. Another thing that's worth trying is do the 1939 start date as France. It took me like more than 3 tries to win doing that, and it's a fun little challenge. Um, so I want to start off by building as much close air support as I can. I'm going to build very little infantry equipment and support equipment, and then tons of airplanes. Airplanes, good times. Yeah, like that. We're going to need some rubber, steel, and oil, of course. Should probably get our oil from the people we're about to murder. Those who are about to die, salute you. We're going to get the 1936 fighter. We're going to start our air doctrine. With a teeny tiny nation that only ever fights inside of one air zone, air becomes crazy important. Also, air uses only IC and almost no manpower. So it's great for someone who starts off the game with like 0 manpower and can't get very much more than that. Obviously, we're going fascist just for the manpower. And that's all I have to say about that, brother man. When you do eventually find yourself at war with the Soviet Union and the Allies, you will no longer be able to get rubber at all, because there's just no rubber that isn't in the whole hands of either the Soviet Union or the Allies. As Germany, of course, you can get around this by making sure the Netherlands go Axis. I suppose we could do that. We could try to influence them, but our political power per day is 0.5. So if we boost party popularity, we would have no political power. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's a worthwhile investment just to make sure that we have rubber. They start out crazy democratic, so you'd really have to start doing this right from the beginning. And Germany might take the. In fact, Germany probably will take the mission that puts them at war with the Netherlands, which would make making them on our side pointless. So I guess I could invite them to a faction, but then I'd have to fight Germany. I have not yet tried fighting Germany. I just assume it would be a steamroll, because I've never made like a single anti-tank division, which you need if you're going to fight Germany. So yeah. Let's get our trade underway. Fast forward until we get enough political power, and then I'm going to simultaneously fabricate against Austria and Yugoslavia, and then try to beat up Austria and Yugoslavia before the bad guys pee on me. Before the Spanish Civil War ends, or China gets attacked by Japan. Because once that happens, then the Allies will guarantee everyone, and then that's bad. Alright, we're going to exercise these guys until they get plus 25% combat modifier, because it's nice to just do tons and tons of damage when you don't have very many troops. You want to do as much damage as you can. Also got to move our little planes over to be on the Austrian border. And now that we have 60 political power, we're also going to start fabricating on Austria. Spanish Civil War starts. And Okay, so the claim fabrication on Austria is completed. We also started fabricating claims against Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia because when the Spanish Civil War ends and the Japanese attack the Chinese, then suddenly everyone's going to get guaranteed. So as many wars as we can start before that happens, the better. We've got our planes stationed over on the east side of Hungary so that we can defensively just kind of soak up some damage at the beginning of the war. We're going to drop down to 3x speed and unpause, and hopefully they'll attack us a little bit. We'll give them like 4 hours, but if they don't, nope, they're not gonna. Okay, so we're gonna move our planes over here, and then reassign them all to the offensive Alpine region. Go start attacking the enemy. They're only operating during the day because, of course, they're better during the day at close combat support. And now we're gonna go straight for these two places. So you push straight forward while you support the attack, like that, and you push in towards Vienna. So you can see 91% towards completion already. There's 120 max width. We can hopefully get closer to that as more and more troops actually get reinforced to the front line. Oop. But the defense bonus, the dig-in bonus, because we have so many close air combat planes, is negative 33.5%. So you notice we've been building as many close air support planes as we can since the very start of the game. And if you don't build any, if you just use the starting planes, the 24 planes that Austria starts with, you only get a 10% bonus down there. So we're already all the way up to 33%, and it maxes out at 50%. So I like to max out that close air support bonus by getting, I think it's like a, let's look. So we currently have about 200 planes, and that's giving us 33%. So we probably want only about 350 planes before we've completely maxed out the bonus. So yeah, this war with Austria should be over in a few seconds because we have a ridiculous amount of planes, and they don't. Their amount of planes is less than ridiculous. Alright, let's push straight into this city while you guys pin these dudes so they stay there. And then bring these guys down to support. You guys support the suicidal attack while you get in with these guys to attack Vienna. We're trying to pin as many of their troops as we can into this stupid province where nothing important is happening. We took one victory point. If we can get the second victory point, then we win the war without actually having to fight any of their troops, which is the goal. Alright, so we didn't have to fight their army at all, and we just win the war. Come on. How come we didn't win the war yet? Alright, I'm going to click on my army, selecting all 16 troops, and then control click on the support button. And now we're all just going to, yeah, there we go. Alright, so that was a quick war. We're going to take everything because we're awesome. So give me everything done. And now we're going to hit T and make sure that we build as many military factories as we can. Everywhere, holding shift so that it just builds to the max. Move this to the bottom and then hit Y and make sure all of our new factories went towards building something, and they did. And that's all we need to do. So grab these guys, put them on the border with Yugoslavia, tell them to take the capital and Sarajevo and Split. And they're also going to, by virtue of just having to walk through the mountains, also take Zagreb and Ljubljana. That's a weird name. Alright. And then we're just kind of fast forwarding until claim fabrication happens. So, alright, so we finished fabricating the claim. Oops, on Czechoslovakia, not on Yugoslavia. I'm gonna wait for the Yugoslavian claim because I don't think this claim ever expires, since we claimed land that is permanently considered to be ours, whereas this claim only pops up for a month, so we can't be fighting Czechoslovakia while we're supposed to be fighting Yugoslavia. Also, Yugoslavia is less powerful than Czechoslovakia. Notice how this guy's taking attrition. That's because I moved him normally instead of hitting B and using strategic redeploy. With strategic redeploy, I think he won't take any attrition and he'll get there much more quickly. I need 2 soldiers in that province and 2 soldiers in this province. Certain provinces are more likely to get attacked. Like this one, for example, they can hit it from 2 sides, so they're more likely to push into that province. And I just really need more soldiers. I'm high reinforcement priority on getting some new divisions out, but I'm out of manpower because I forgot to take. So I went for infrastructure effort to get the extra research slot and extra factories, but I should have gone down to military youth first just for the extra manpower. I thought that I could be, you don't need the manpower until the bigger war, and I thought I'd have enough time to do both before the bigger war started, but I was wrong. Anyway, claim with Yugoslavia is going to be done in June 24th, March, April, May, June. That's not for a long time. Should we fight Czechoslovakia and try to... That's 3 months. Maybe we could kill them in 3 months. I really think with no manpower, we might not be able to kill them at all, let alone in 3 months. But let's do it. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. I don't think we have the soldiers. I think we need more manpower to kill anyone. So we're either waiting for 150 political power, or we're going to do this, and then this, and then this, and then finally we'll get more manpower. So we're not going to have manpower anytime soon. But as long as the Spanish Civil War never ends, it doesn't matter. Just never end Spanish Civil War. Uh-oh, it's about to end. This is not good. Uh-oh. I think if we start the war before 25%, then they can't guarantee Yugoslavia. But I don't know. Maybe Yugoslavia... I mean, I know Yugoslavia can theoretically join the Allies, but I don't think they will. And I don't think you can guarantee someone who's already at war. In fact, I know you can't. So we're just rushing our way towards June 24th, April, May, June, 2 months. So, the Spanish Civil War is like 10 seconds from over. We have to... The justification on Yugoslavia just finished. We have to start the war now, because if we don't, then when the Spanish Civil War ends, someone's going to guarantee Yugoslavia, and it will be tragic. That said, without the manpower that we would get from either changing our laws or taking nationalism and militarism and stuff, we're just not going to have the manpower to fight this war. So we're just going to set up and defend, I think, and wait for something cool to happen. So we are getting... We've got all of our planes over here in the Alpine region, so that's allowing us to easily defend this area that they're pushing into. We've got... I guess our planes don't give us a bonus to defense, but they do give a minus 27% air superiority penalty against the people attacking us. Also, they're attacking us in the mountains, so it's kind of silly. See where else air superiority shows up. Alright, this is a little... I'm going to watch for a little while and hope some of these red things turn green by themselves. And yes, I would love to have some volunteers from Italy. We're losing over here, but it's not crazy. How's the enemy fighter count? They've got 74 fighters to our 54 fighters, but our close air support planes are distracting them enough so that I think we're probably going to do okay, even though we don't have as many fighters as them. Like, they're losing fighters faster than we are they? No, they're not. This isn't good. I didn't actually start building fighters yet. I'm planning to build fighters, but it might be too late. Still no places where they're pushing through. see if we're doing any damage in these combat regions. No, we're not. We've done 4 damage, 2 damage. Not a lot. I think this is getting a little bit scary. I might move my planes over there. I am. I'm going to move my planes out of the mountains and into the not-so-mountains. Into northern Balkans. Down to 19 fighters. Serious problem. I'm going to tell them to stop fighting for now. There's only 19 of you. Just sit there and do nothing for now. And rebase to whatever's closest to combat. Alfold is apparently closer to combat. And this 27% is not rising. I would think with the planes doing damage, we would eventually get that number would start going back up. But if it doesn't, I'm going to have to bring in... No, it's down to 12. I'm going to have to bring in people. You get in there, and I want you specifically to go reinforce this hill. Let's take this division, who's currently defending, but what can you do? And have him retreat into the other combat. This guy who's defending the mountains, we don't really need to... I knew that they were going to attack there. It's a common place for them to attack, so it's nice to have 2 divisions there right in the beginning, but now that they've stopped attacking there, I need to get them over here to defend. Up to 37 because this guy came in, but now that one's losing. This one's a little low. The Italian volunteers would maybe help us out. We're at 0 manpower still. We got 150 stuff'ems, so we're gonna, since we're already at 0 manpower, let's just continue being at massively 0 manpower. It's total mobilization. Total mobilization gives you a big bonus to your factory output, but a big detriment to your manpower, 3% detriment, which is more than we currently have, so we have like a 0 output. But we were already out of manpower, so I don't really care. Extra research slot, baby. And we're going to get plus 5% to recruitable population once we get a certain national idea, which we're not even on the way towards yet. This is kind of scary. Alright, good. No enemy fighters over here. It looks like all the enemy fighters are in the Alpine region, so good. I think we're happy. They've got no possible way that they're going to get through this mountain pass thing. And it looks like we held. Good. So we managed to start a war without pulling the Allies into it, and we're just kind of holding the line until we can actually get some manpower to use for reinforcements. So now I think we're just going to kind of fast forward here and do nothing but defend. And on defense, we should be getting a really good ratio. Like, they've lost 13,000 troops. We've only lost 2,000. Eventually, they're going to run out of manpower. We're going to run out of manpower. And then we're going to take the manpower laws and suddenly have tons of manpower. And then they'll have none, and then we'll go kill them. We've got a lot of planes contributing to these combats. Enemy troops bombed is what I'm looking for. There we go. 88 IC of troops bombed. And if you click on one of these combats and then you mouse over here, it says the entire strength of 3 full divisions of 50 combat width is 600, right? So it's roughly 100 strength per combat width, which means that if you do 80 damage, it's like you did 1 combat width worth of damage, right? I think it's 1/5. No, 10 combat width worth of damage. So it's like killing 5 infantry brigades worth of infantry gear, worth of infantry equipment. So we did so much damage to the equipment that they brought with them to the fight that it's the equivalent of damaging 5 entire infantry brigades worth of infantry equipment. It's a lot. Like, so our close air support is doing insane amounts of damage to them. And it's fun. All right, we're still focusing on doctrines because they're doctrines. Why wouldn't you focus on doctrines first? And our fighters are AFK, but that's fine. We're going to bump up our close air support higher. Just because we want to make sure we're using all of our... We've done 130 damage to equipment today, in one day, with our airplanes. So, man, airplanes are crazy good. Blugga, 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 blugga. Alright, and those damage, we don't just break their infantry equipment, we kill actual troops. So we've killed 20,000 Yugoslavian troops and only lost 3,000. So close air support is like the way to play. A lot of talk on Reddit comes in talking about how great artillery is and how you should put, a bunch of lines to build, especially mobile artillery inside of tank chassis, because they grant armor to your division and they do extra soft attacks with artillery. But I've never done as much damage with my line troops as I've done with the air support above them. Like, this is one division against one division, right? And if you look at the strength of my division, I've lost no strength, and he's lost 13% of his strength? And of that 13% of his strength that he's lost, 12 of the damage came from my planes, which was 5%. So my planes have done more damage than my troops. And I just always find that to be true. Close air support does more damage than artillery. Plus, it's way more versatile because it can cover an entire zone. And it has bigger boobs. Bigger boobs is the real key. So you get over there and help him hold the line. The Italian division that came to support us is attacking. We've got several attacks going on, and I'm not going to help them with their attacks. I'm not attacking anyone. That is not how we roll. We do not attack. Attack is no good. I am going to go for air superiority since the enemy's got all of his planes in the Alpine region. Like, whatever. I'll control this region, you control that region. It's fine. I'm considering pulling off half of my close air support and moving them to the Alpine region, but they'd get shot down. Not very quickly. They'd very slowly get shot down over in the Alpine region. I'm also debating... I've only got one fighter being built every month. It's tempting to pull some production off of close air support and move it over to fighters. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on close air support. Also, I need to import 8 more rubber, but I'm going to wait until I've got 8 more factories to actually use the rubber. Alright, we're not doing anything. We're just defending, so I'm moving it up to 5x and keeping an eye on stuff. It's just kind of watching them kill themselves. Oops, sorry, this button. 5k for 40k. We've lost 40,000 men. I wonder how many men I actually have deployed, right? I can click this and find out, can't I? Manpower in the field, 100k. So the entire size of my whole army is 100k, and they've already lost 40,000 manpower. It's crazy. They've lost half as many men as I have total. Obviously I can't get that yet, so now it's time to go get some manpower out of this tree. So the Italian support unit managed to push forward. And it's times like these when you want to tell your troops not to support the attack, right? Well, because look at the air, right? I've got my planes in the northern Balkans. If I move down there, then now I'm in the western Balkans and I have to move my planes, which means that any attacks that don't fall in that region won't get air support. I don't know if it's time to start pushing. I mean, they've taken a lot of damage. 50,000 damage. Let's check the strength of their units. Do they still have pretty strong units? 77%, 74% strength. I feel like I just want the Italian troop to get pushed back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the line to here and then take everyone on this side of the line and just hit Control H so that they just stand still and do nothing. Mechanical computing. Alright, we're back to 5x speed. Still, we're being attacked, they're being attacked. Again, there's going to be a breakthrough down here, but I don't want to support it. So I'm going to shorten the line again and pull these guys off of the line. Control H for hold position. Good. And I'm gonna leave one of these guys on hold position and add the other two back to the front. Hey Nora, my cutie. Yeah, Simon did a good job closing the door. I like the door closed because the air conditioner's turned on. Alright, so let's split S for split in half and then right click for move them over there. Looks like I'm not sure if we should try to hold, like, this is new territory that we just accidentally took because our buddies took it. Let's hit S and support it with these two, see if we can hold it. But is that still in the correct? No, that's in the Alpine region. I don't want a big fight in the Alpine region. I want to fight underneath my plains as much as possible. But whatever, let's get in there, see how likely we are to win that. No, we're not. Oh, 56%. Yeah, we won that. That's fine. Alright. I think it might be time to push. I want one guy on each province that is not part of the line. And I'll add you to the front line. Then I want to wait until the front is all quiet on the western front, and then I want to push through the middle. We're getting attacked here. Let's split in half and defend. I think I need to move my planes to the Alpine region because that's where all the fighting is happening. But anyway, let's move all the planes into the Western Balkans and start to really push. Well, I want to push from a position of quiet, so let's wait until things quiet down. It's just that these volunteers from Italy are really making a lot of noise. All you Italian volunteers gotta shush your face. Shush up your face. See, every time they attack this guy, even though I win, there's no air support going on, and I don't like that. This guy's getting attacked. Hit S twice to select only one of them. See, this is in the correct place. So, look how much damage I've done. As we're slowly getting killed over here, we're doing 71 damage. That's a lot of damage. So the second division has no entrenchment. But this guy only had 10% entrenchment, so it's not really that big a deal. Let's send a small horsey division over there. I'm going to split in half and send another infantry over there. What's this guy doing? Just doing push-ups? I don't know what that's about, but go in there and defend. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, you stop. Everyone stop. It's fine. They took position, split in half, and defend both. I don't care. They're still taking amazingly huge losses. If they also gain a single province, then so be it. And the Italians are counterattacking them too. So you control H. No, I need to add you to this general, but not to any of the commands. Good. Everything looks good. We're being attacked over here. Alright, the first of many steps that eventually will get us enough manpower to go counterattack. Let's wait for that manpower before we do anything too drastic. I'm going to go up to limited conscription for a little bit of manpower. We still have none, but we have none. We have a bigger none than we did before. We have minus 3% from total mobilization, plus 2.5% from limited conscription. So one more manpower law, or militarism will be enough. Okay, we're losing this fight down here. I'm gonna strategically redeploy way up here, and then wait. Nope. Control H. You just wait until you get back some manliness, and you retreat over to there. Alright. Things are looking good. How's the damage coming? Now we've lost 15,000 troops, but they've lost 87. So they're doing better now than they were before. But 100,000 troops for a nation that started off with 100,000 troops, that's a big deal. How much manpower do you think they have left? And can we even tell? They're on extensive conscription. What's their population? I don't know. I don't know how to tell. They're still on a civilian economy. I mean, they probably ran out of manpower because I'm shooting all of their men with my planes, so they couldn't switch to war economy because they needed their political power to survive having the manpower by changing to extensive conscription. Okay. Most of the fights are still in the Alpine region, which is still controlled by the enemy. How many fighters do we have now? We only have 17 still. We're only producing 1 per month, so we're never going to catch up on fighters. Really should have made slightly more fighters, but whatever, I'm okay with it. We're still not really producing infantry equipment either. Ooh, look at the Italian counterattack. Way to go, dude, as they say in Tremors. We're going to try to pull in and defend these 2 provinces now, because they're still in the Western Balkan region. He's attacking me across a river into the... whatever. Look at 35 damage. Holy cow. Go planes. Woo! Yeah, bring it. We got so many. 222 close air support. Alright, do we have planes in reserve? We have 250 close air support in reserve. I don't think we need any in reserve. Why are they not? Just... oh, we don't have any manpower. That's why we have so many reserve planes. So once we get manpower, we're going to have double the planes. That's going to be great. So we need either political power or we need to finish nationalism and militarism. Soon we will have double the planes. I'm really regretting going for the extra research slot so early instead of going for manpower first and then the extra research slot. And I probably shouldn't have gone to total mobilization right off, but it does give you a lot more planes in exchange for less manpower. And that's what we're all about, is lots of planes and not very much manpower. Nationalism and then militarism. We will be happy. Okay, still winning. Lots of good fights. You, my friend, get over here. Formation flying. Hunt and destroy, air support efficiency. Improved machine tools. It's still only 38, not 39. Let's get 38 techs. The next plane tech isn't until 40, and the next tank tech isn't until 41. We've got radar, though. That could help us a little bit in the air. Well, it only really helps with fighter versus fighter. Or defending against enemy bombers. It doesn't really help with offense, I don't think. We're about to lose that position. I feel like that's a good position and we should hold on to it. We'll send in 2 divisions of support, but we'll be a little late. Nope. I'm not going to get that, so we'll just hold position. Fight, Italians, fight. Alright, they're down to 127k losses. We're still at 25k. Most of the losses are coming from Italian volunteers, man. And planes. Lots of planes. The plane, the plane. Okay. They're still attacking into this mountain. This is like their favorite mountain to attack into. They might actually succeed in attacking into that mountain. It's kind of embarrassing. How many losses are they going to take just to secure a stupid mountain in the middle of the Alps? Alright. Go back over there. There, now we got a full strength division over in the mountain. This is a triple. They got a double flank against this province. This is maybe not a good province to hold on to. Looks like there's still about 80% strength on their divisions. I'm really holding out until we finish this next research. 70 days, and then we'll start counterattacking. 40 damage, 50 damage, 60 damage. We do so much damage with our planes. It's crazy. Even as we lose that province, it's like you would have been better off not even taking it. Oh, again the mountain is having problems. Let's get over there into the mountain, buddy. Should split this guy off and send him over to reinforce the Italian division that's now holding the line. I don't like having Italian divisions defending the line because they're so attack crazy that they'll use up all their organization on suicidal attacks.